And so I'm hopeful and 75 to 80% confident that we'll be seeing our inventory rise in the next few months. How's it going, guys? I'm Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 8th of April, 2024. It snowed over the weekend, but the sun is out today. And this video series right here is where you come every week to know what's happening in Utah's right now real estate market. And especially if you are buying or selling a home in the near future, that is information you need to know because you run the risk of being taken advantage of if you look at last quarter's information or last year's information about where our real estate market is. So this is where you want to be for that info. And like I said, it's spring, the sun is out today, even if it did snow over the weekend. Our market is warming up with the weather, just like we would expect it to for spring. And that is showing up clear in terms of the number of homes being sold every week, in terms of how long homes are on the market before they get an offer, and in terms of moderate price increases since the beginning of the year. Gratefully, inventory jumped up again this last week. It had bumped down the week before, and I was a little bit worried about what that meant. I still don't know what the future holds exactly. I know that home builders are amping up their work this year over the last year, and last year was over the year before. And I think sellers' confidence in their ability to sell their home in this market is high. That's evidenced by some of the numbers we track as well. And so I'm hopeful and 75 to 80% confident that we'll be seeing our inventory rise in the next few months. It's looking like it is starting to just trend up moderately right now. If you want to know exactly what our numbers are, let's look at those numbers. First, as always, our inventory is sitting at 7,359, which is up from the previous week. Gratefully. And we see this having trended down moderately from the beginning of the year, but with our last 4 data points at or above that trend line, I'd say our inventory is trending moderately up now. Average days on market is 53 for the last week, and that is up from the previous week by just a couple of days. We see this trending moderately down, and even with the downtrend, our last 4 data points are below that trend line, so maybe trending down faster. Our average list price this prior week came to $635,156, down just a bit from the previous week, and we see this trending up as we would expect to through spring and summer. Our average sold price last week came to $629,884, which means the difference between average list price and average sold price, that difference came to $5,272. That's up from the previous week and clearly traveling up to close the gap there. The trend has been for homes to sell around 10K less than listing price for over a year now, and I believe that this spring we will see that reverse. Number of homes sold last week came to 519, and that's fewer than was the previous week, but this is clearly trending up as we would expect for the second quarter. Number of homes currently under contract comes to 5,338. That's up from the previous week. This is clearly trending up. Price reductions last week were 545 of them. Same exact number as last week. This has trended up year to date. And finally, the number of homes that have been canceled, expired, or withdrawn from the MLS this last week into 256, down from last week, and this has clearly trended down. And that is one of our best evidences that seller confidence in the market is high. All right, guys, that's it for this week. As always, if you have any questions about anything gone over in this video, feel free to hit me in the comments. I'd love to answer your questions. And if you know, or if you are someone who is thinking to move in Utah here in the coming months, I hope you'll feel comfortable and happy to reach out to me because I'll be happy to work with you. And I'm going to end this video by saying I did make a 15 long minute video that's an explainer on the Real Estate Commission's lawsuit and settlement you may have been hearing headlines about. There's a lot of misinformation and misdirection going on. There's a narrative that wants to be pushed with that and that's not quite on the money. And I just wanted to get in front of it for everybody that I know and that watches me. If you're so interested, I'll make that my outro link video that you see on the side there, as well as the ability to subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, there's not going to be a better way to stay up to date on Utah's right now market than to subscribe and stay up to date with those updates with me every Monday. Thanks for watching this week, guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye.